What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And the report coming from Portugal, a Portuguese news outlet, is reporting that Liverpool have submitted their first bid for Gonçalo Inacio, which is for £30 million. This is probably a bid that Sporting will reject, but Liverpool will and they are very likely to go higher. The first bid is usually a bid just to say we are interested in the player and to get the ball rolling. Usually the first bid don't get accepted in a transfer negotiation like this, but according to this report, Liverpool sent a detailed proposal to Sporting Lisbon for Gonçalo Inacio worth £30 million. Liverpool are a club that are allegedly the most interested in the 22-year-old left-footed centre-back who can also play left-back in theory, but Joe Gomez has been playing so brilliantly at left-back, apart from his first game where he had to come in as a makeshift left-back. Since then, he has been bombing up and down the left wing, so Liverpool might not even need to get Inacio to play as a left back, and Liverpool are preparing for all possibilities in case Konate or Van Dijk or Kwanzaa or even Gomez get injured. We need an insurance policy, and if Liverpool sign Inacio, I think that would help us really cement our defensive options throughout the whole season, and that would give us a really good platform to try and stay in the title race as much as possible. And I think if Salah and Thiago come into this Liverpool team and Liverpool are still top of the league, then we have one hell of a chance to actually win the league title, because Salah is the league top scorer, the league top assister this season, and Thiago is just a world-class midfielder still, who on his day, when he's fit and when he's playing, can elevate this Liverpool team to an even higher level. And also Inacio has already played 145 games for Sporting Lisbon, scoring 14 goals and getting 8 assists. Already Inacio has won 5 trophies with Sporting coming through their academy, and that's why they have a lot of clubs are interested in Inacio, including Arsenal and Newcastle United are sniffing around him. So Liverpool making the first move for Inacio is actually great news for Liverpool fans, because Inacio has been also playing for the Portuguese national team and he has been very impressive for Portugal as well. The offer that Liverpool have reportedly sent Sporting is either £30 million or €30 million. The report just say 30 million, but because it's coming from Portugal, probably it could be 30 million euros. So it remains to be seen if that offer will be accepted by Sporting or not. They still haven't replied to Liverpool, but these reports coming from Portugal are saying that Liverpool want to sign Inacio and they got the ball rolling in negotiations with this 30 million offer. With Matip out of contract in the summer and also being unavailable through injury, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool will more than likely sign another defender to replace him unless Matip signs a new deal. So why not sign that defender in the January transfer window if that defender could be available for 35-40 million. Liverpool obviously, if they don't have to, they don't want to pay the £52 million release clause, which is 60 million euros. If Liverpool's offer was 30 million euros, probably Sporting will reject it, because why would you sell a player in January when you are trying to win the Portuguese league title for the first time in like 5 or 6 years, when he has a release clause of 60 million euros? Why would you sell him for 30 million when other clubs are interested in him? But Inacio also might tell Sporting, I want to leave for Liverpool. This is a brilliant once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me to join a historic club who are actually first in the Premier League title race. So if the chance to sign a young up-and-coming central defender comes up, then Liverpool want to make their move as early as possible in the January transfer window. And if other clubs are moving in for him, then I can see Liverpool doing what we did with Gakpo and Luis Diaz, that we planned to sign him in the summer transfer window, but Tottenham went for Luis Diaz and Manchester United went for Gakpo, and in the end Liverpool decided to sign them early so those players don't end up at a rival club. And I think those were really a stroke of genius moves, because Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo are brilliant players already, and they are potentially world-class players in the future. They are still developing, so sometimes their finishing can be inconsistent, just like Darwin Núñez. But these players are not the finished article, like Firmino, Mane and Mo Salah were in their prime. Salah is still in his prime, but these players are not the finished article. Gakpo, Núñez, Luis Diaz, even Diogo Jota, their finishing can still get better and will get better with time, with experience. The same could be said about Gonçalo Inacio, that he will get better. He's only 22 years old. Inacio has progressed rapidly through the last few years. He became a very important key centre-back for Sporting and one of the best young central defenders. And last season he was in fantastic form, playing 48 appearances, 48 games for Sporting in all competitions. Inacio made his Portugal debut last March in 2023, and he has a contract running until 2026. But his release clause is worth around 60 million euros, and Fabrizio Romano said that Sporting won't sell him unless a club pays his release clause in January, because Sporting want to do well in Europe, they want to do well in the Portuguese league. But I think if Inacio tells Sporting, I want to go to Liverpool in January, maybe they will accept a lower offer. Inacio will consider a new chapter in his career, having grown in stature at Sporting, and probably he feels he's ready for the next stage. He's ready for a top club, a top European club to take him. So let me know, do you want Liverpool to sign a centre-back who can play left-back in the January transfer window? I think if we can sign Inacio for less than his release clause, then we should do it, because we would end up signing a centre-back in the summer transfer window anyway. So why not bring it forward a few months, because that would give Liverpool a lot of security in case another injury happens in our defense. We wouldn't be handicapped, and it wouldn't cost Liverpool a league title, because remember, Arsenal lost the league title in large parts because William Saliba got injured in the title run-in, and they had Rob Holding who had to come in for Saliba, and they are just nowhere near the same level. Saliba was playing like this, and Rob Holding is a level like this, a little bit below average. So, and that cost Arsenal a lot of points, a lot of goals they conceded with Holding in defense. Liverpool have probably better options. I mean, Joe Gomez is a much better option if Konate gets injured, but then who will play left back at the moment? That's why our situation is a little bit precarious. Gerard Kwanzaa also is a huge talent. Virgil van Dijk said recently that Kwanzaa is a better player than Virgil van Dijk was when he was 20 years old. Van Dijk was a late bloomer. I think at 20 years old he was still playing for Groningen in the Dutch league. But Kwanzaa is also a great player to have as an option. But Liverpool probably want that insurance at the back in case further injuries happen, and we would need to sign a centre-back anyway in the summer transfer window. So as I said, it makes sense to bring that forward. I'm just hesitant on the price. I don't think Inacio is worth £52 million, but if it helps Liverpool win the title, maybe he's even worth that. Jamie Carragher also believes that Arsenal lack world-class forward players to win the Premier League title. I agree with him, but let's see what he says and what are the facts. So he said all four of Arsenal's front four are top players, but none of them are world class. I think Saka can become world class, but in this league Liverpool won a title because they had Mo Salah, who is a world class. Man City have won titles in the past because they had Sergio Aguero, they have now got Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne. Is that enough for Arsenal to win a league title? Are any of them world class right now to take Arsenal to a league title? Jamie Carragher says, I don't think so. And the facts back him up, because Mo Salah on his own has 14 goals and 8 assists in the Premier League. Yes, he's the Premier League's best player this season in terms of goals and assist contributions, but still, if you compare Man City and Erling Haaland, he also has 14 goals and something like 3 or 4 assists. On the other hand, Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli and Saka combined have 11 goals and 10 assists. So those 3 players combined have less goals than Erling Haaland, they have less goals than Mo Salah, and I think Oli Watkins has something like 12 goals as well. So even Aston Villa have in one player a better goal scorer than Saka, Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus combined. And you can't say that it's early in the season. We are well past the halfway point of the season. So you can judge Arsenal's attacking players on this season. They are not putting in world-class performances. They are not performing to an elite world-class level. Odegaard has regressed massively as well. I recently checked his goals and assist contributions, and it's literally less than half of what it was last season. Last season Odegaard had like 15 goals and 10 or 15 assists. This season, at the halfway stage of the season, he only has like a few goals and a few assists, not that many. Yeah, Odegaard has 4 goals and 4 assists in the Premier League. In total, 7 goals and 4 assists in 25 games, which is not too bad, but certainly not at a world-class level to bail out the other players, Saka, Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus. Compare that to Odegaard's performance last season, 15 goals and 8 assists, all in the Premier League. So this season he has 4 goals and 4 assists in the Premier League at the halfway stage. Last season he had 15 goals, so as I said, he's contributing less than 33% of his goals contribution that he did last season. And last season Arsenal, for like 80-85% of the season, performed at a level that was probably good enough to win the title, but in the end, because they regressed and they got a little bit tired in the run-in, and also because of their defensive injuries, they missed out on the title. And this season they are not at that level even of last season, which is surprising considering that Arsenal spent like 200 million on their team. Liverpool, on the other hand, right now we only have 4 fit midfielders for the team, which is a little bit of a concern, with Szoboszlai getting injured. Thiago and Bajcetic are still not back, and Endo is leaving to the Asia Cup. So that's Thiago, Bajcetic, Szoboszlai and Endo. That's 4 midfielders missing from Liverpool's 8 midfielders. And Fabio Carvalho has been recalled from his Leipzig loan because he has been playing very little, very few games for Leipzig. But according to a FIFA rule, that might block Carvalho playing for Liverpool before his next loan transfer, because FIFA rules would effectively block any loan move if Carvalho were to play for Liverpool this season. The regulations outline the players may be registered with a maximum of 3 clubs during one season, and also during this period the player is only eligible to play official matches for 2 clubs. So Carvalho already played matches for Leipzig. If he was to play for Liverpool in this January period, then he wouldn't be able to play for another club if he goes out on loans. He can be registered to that club, but you can't play for 3 clubs in the same season, which makes sense, to be honest. If you go out on loan and you are recalled, either you go out on loan again or you stay at your club and you play there. You can't just play for maybe 1 or 2 months and then go out again, because that would be pretty weird to play for 3 clubs in the same season. So Liverpool have a big decision to make. Do we play Fabio Carvalho in this injury hit period where Liverpool might need the centre midfielders? But I think it's a better option for Carvalho to go out on loan again and to play. Fulham want to take him on loan, even Leicester City want to take him on loan. I would loan him out to Fulham because getting experience in the Premier League is much better, and also it would be weird when going from Leipzig, which is Champions League level, Bundesliga top 4 level, to a Championship 2nd division club club, no disrespect to Leicester, they are flying in the Championship, but it's not the same level as Bundesliga and Champions League football. And Fabio Carvalho needs to get it right and needs to experience that top level. So Fulham in the Premier League or another club in the Premier League, somebody like Bournemouth or Wolves, that would be a much better loan move for Carvalho than just stay at Liverpool and get very few appearances. So yeah, let me know where you stand on that debate in the comments below. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.